What Oprah was offering me at the time, I didn't think I was worthy of. So I had to blow it up, and I did.
What I accept is that you knew what you were doing when you walked into that room and that you had the intention to force our hand. Absolutely not.
Listen, you gotta stop acting like you don't know what you know. Stop acting like you don't see what you see. Stop acting like that thing, that person, that situation doesn't give you a rumbling in your gut that reveals the absolute truth.
Iyanla Vanzant, a life coach and spiritual teacher, has broken her silence and addressed Oprah Winfrey in an unexpected way. Iyanla's new discoveries have broken the image of their friendship, pointing to serious flaws within Oprah's public character. Iyanla's statements have rekindled long-standing problems, including frightening happenings at her South African girls' school and the suspected engagement in Hollywood's darkest rituals with Diddy, which Oprah had previously kept buried. What did Iyanla tell that might destroy Oprah's invincible reign? Prepare to uncover the truth. But before digging into this surprising discovery, let's take a step back and explore where it all began. Background: Vanzant's recent discoveries could significantly impact her friendship with Oprah Winfrey. After years of strain, Iyanla suddenly hints at something more, referring to Oprah's alleged relationship with Diddy and his recent troubles. Could this be the reason Oprah allegedly wanted to cut connections with Iyanla? Many are curious about Oprah's links to powerful men who have faced grave charges. Men like Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and now Diddy. For years, these ties were unquestioned. Iyanla's recent comments have led to concern that Oprah's empire may be in jeopardy. Iyanla isn't just throwing hints. According to websites, she has documentation to support her accusations. If accurate, this might end Oprah's untouchable standing in the media. But how did it get to this? How did one of the media's most successful and beloved people find up facing concerns about the company she runs? Oprah's rise from talk show presenter to worldwide media behemoth is an unexpected story. Iyanla, a respected personality in the industry, is known for her own blockbuster show, Iyanla Fix My Life. At the center of the unraveling story, Iyanla was more than just a guest on Oprah's show. She was a valued voice and media ally. Given Iyanla's experience, one would expect Oprah to be the first to provide assistance when she encountered difficulties. Oprah's camp remained silent while Iyanla's situation deteriorated. No assistance. There's no lifeline, just radio silence. It's startling and unnerving, especially given Oprah's reputation for empowering others. Rumors about Oprah's support for black women have been circulating for years, leading some to question if she only promotes them when it benefits her image. Iyanla's story could exacerbate the situation. Iyanla was not a casual character in Oprah's sphere. She was a best-selling book, a trusted companion, and a vital contributor to Oprah's platform. Despite her success, Oprah was reportedly unhappy with her growing prominence. Rumors suggest that Oprah dislikes being challenged or overshadowed. When she chose to cut ties with Iyanla, the consequences were severe. Being pulled from Oprah's show did more than simply harm her reputation. Iyanla experienced financial and job setbacks during a difficult time. While there's no concrete proof that Oprah arranged Iyanla's collapse, the timing could not be more suspect. Iyanla's life appeared to disintegrate right after their friendship broke down. So, the question remains, can Oprah genuinely claim innocence? Was there something more going on behind the scenes? This narrative appears to have more going on than meets the eye. The Oprah Show has paved the way for many of today's top entertainment figures. Consider Nate Berkus, Dr. Phil, and Dr. Oz. After receiving Oprah's support, they all became successful. They exemplify the Oprah effect, when a single nod may propel a career to new heights. With Oprah's backing, fame and money are nearly guaranteed. But here's the twist. Not everyone was as fortunate as others in achieving fame. For every Dr. Phil, there's an Iyanla Vanzant. Someone who almost touched the stars but didn't get the fairy tale ending. Iyanla's narrative was one of the most discussed negative aspects of Oprah's impact. Iyanla, born Rhonda Harris, has a captivating life story that begins with a dramatic twist. She was born in the back of a Brooklyn taxicab and has experienced loss and adversity since childhood. Against all odds, she pursued her dream of making it in the entertainment industry, and her road was not without its hurdles. Despite adversity, she persevered and achieved significant success. She became the executive producer and host of her own reality series, Iyanla Fix My Life, on the OWN network. On this broadcast, Iyanla used her knowledge in spiritual teachings to probe into people's deepest concerns and guide them towards inner peace and clarity. For a time, she looked to have made it. But the Oprah effect, which had catapulted others to everlasting success, played out very differently for her, leading to a journey filled with both lows and highs. Oprah and Iyanla's friendship was not always easy, despite their celebrity status. Despite their polished public appearances, a cloud of tension hung between them, illustrating that even prominent women in the same field may become enmeshed in severe drama. While Iyanla was out there putting herself into helping people, Oprah's approach often came across as dominating, and it seemed she wasn't too eager to share her platform. Iyanla's fallout with Oprah in 2000 was a pivotal and sad moment in her career. Iyanla was gaining popularity as a motivational speaker. Thanks to her numerous appearances on Oprah's show, she was nearing her big break. In 1999, Iyanla was approached by a TV executive from another network who offered her a chance to host her own show. Iyanla approached Oprah's team to see whether they would back her ambition of creating her own platform. After being turned down, she was forced to accept an outside offer to continue forward. The subsequent events were chaotic. Oprah felt betrayed, leaving Iyanla to pick up the pieces, resulting in over a decade of silence between them. Oprah comes across as a villain in this situation. Despite having the opportunity to support Iyanla, she opted to let her dreams go. Iyanla's path may have been mutually gratifying, but Oprah's inability to support her broke what was once a great connection. Years later, Iyanla reflected on the critical moment, recalling how it started with a seemingly simple chat. Oprah asked Iyanla if she wanted her own show right away, or if she could wait. Iyanla opted for patience and agreed to wait. Several producers, including one from Barwell, quickly approached with offers. Iyanla paused, wondering whether the universe was pressing her to take the next step sooner. She asked Harpo Productions to consider doing her show now. After years of silence, Iyanla and Oprah finally met for a heart-to-heart, resolving their misunderstandings. Iyanla acknowledged her mistake after reflecting on the experience. She admitted, "I understand I said I'd wait, but please explain why." She elaborated on the several proposals and her confidence in her ability to launch her own show. Her answer appeared like a hardball approach in the corporate world, which backfired. Harpo quit her job with them after feeling disrespected. After a decade of estrangement, Oprah invited Iyanla back on her show. This was a rare moment of vulnerability and healing. Oprah and Iyanla's interactions could have remained private. Instead of a private reunion, Oprah made it a big spectacle. Iyanla was forced to admit her alleged flaws on national television, resulting in a one-sided narrative rather than open discussion. On Live, Vanzant shared her experience working with another network, saying it scared her to her core. She felt hurt and guilty, didn't understand what went wrong with Oprah, and blamed herself for constantly doing the wrong thing. Her nervousness led to assumptions that exacerbated the difference. During their on-screen interaction, Iyanla said that Oprah told her, "Bless you, move onward." She misinterpreted the remarks as judgment rather than support. "You made a mistake and are being punished." Oprah's handling of the situation may have contributed to Iyanla's public misstep, leading her to accept unfair blame. Iyanla had previously revealed her version of the story. In a previous interview on Tell Me More, Michelle Martin expressed a different perspective, implying that she had not demonstrated the requisite amount of loyalty as an aspiring protege. She agreed that as a protege, a certain level of loyalty is anticipated, which I did not display. She thought that had she stayed, she would have faced a similar expectation of devotion with Oprah or even Barbara Walters, referring to the fallout star Jones experienced when she quit the show. This information deepened the story, highlighting the complexity of mentorship and the hidden rules among powerful circles. It appears Oprah expected complete allegiance from Iyanla, even if it meant sacrificing her own career advancement. Fans feel Oprah's choice to quickly cut off Iyanla stemmed from this anticipation. According to an insider, Oprah insisted on Iyanla's public apologies, citing a concern of being overshadowed by other bright black women. According to an insider, Oprah expects these women to keep in line and praise her, and if they don't, they will face penalties. Some fans have expressed pity for Iyanla, recalling how she appeared to grovel and beseech Oprah for a second chance, almost as if she was forced to seek her favor. Some argue that Oprah's icy attitude toward the black community stems from her use of power to retain control over others. Oprah's darker side. Similar examples, such as Oprah's interactions with other prominent black women, lend credence to this position. Toni Braxton, an R&B singer, experienced a series of setbacks that caused her career to go downward. Braxton's financial struggles, health concerns, and career fall led to her departure from the spotlight. Some fans have questioned whether Braxton's struggles are linked to her participation on The Oprah Winfrey Show. During Toni Braxton's appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show, the host encouraged her to accept responsibility for her career's setbacks. Toni said that she accepted full responsibility, stating 100%. Toni Braxton made a memorable debut in the music industry. She rose to fame in the late 1980s and soon won over admirers with her timeless hits and soulful voice, becoming an R&B icon. In addition to her musical accomplishments, she gained widespread recognition as a result of Braxton Family Values, a reality show that gave viewers an intimate glimpse of Toni, her sisters, and their mother. Unquestionably charismatic and a Grammy-winning artist, Toni's path was extraordinary. However, there were some significant setbacks along the way. One of the most difficult times was when she had to file for bankruptcy, which left her reeling from the demands of the business and the public's attention. Talking candidly about this difficult period, Toni gave her perspective on the music industry and how the public and other celebrities perceived her financial difficulties. But one of her most startling moments was perhaps when she anticipated Oprah to show sympathy for her struggles on The Oprah Winfrey Show. She was taken by surprise instead. Toni was clearly surprised by Oprah's unexpectedly direct questioning, which did not provide the comfort he had hoped for. Amidst her personal and professional struggles, Toni encountered a line of inquiry that seemed more critical than sympathetic. Toni Braxton was taken aback by Oprah's interview questions. Oprah said, "I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused it." In reference to her spending habits, it was one of the most scathing. The severity of Oprah's approach surprised Toni, who was already at risk due to her financial difficulties. Looking back, she couldn't contain her surprise. "She was quite cruel to me. I was stunned," Toni remembered. She had always thought highly of Oprah. However, this interview felt very different from the kind, encouraging vibe she had anticipated. Considering how much Toni had admired Oprah, he was shocked by how critical she had become. The story didn't end there. Oprah continued by commenting on Toni's alleged opulent purchases, specifically a set of Gucci dinnerware. According to Toni, Oprah made it apparent that she didn't think such things were necessary by making gestures with her thumb and forefinger. It hurt to hear Oprah Winfrey say, "I've heard you have Gucci flatware, but I don't own Gucci flatware." It made Toni feel insignificant. In front of the camera, she lost her sense of decorum. Toni felt unimportant at that moment. She was shaken by the encounter, feeling as though she wasn't deserving of the sympathy she had hoped for. One of the best examples of how Oprah's behavior with celebrities, particularly men, can be contentious is her connection with Michael Jackson. Oprah's international fame was cemented in 1993 when Michael welcomed her to Neverland for an exclusive interview. But following Michael's passing, Oprah's public persona underwent a significant change. She supported James Safechuck and Wade Robson, two men who accused Michael of abusing them, even though they had both previously testified under oath that Michael had never hurt them. This change caused several people to wonder about Oprah's intentions. Monique was one outspoken critic who publicly criticized Oprah for damaging Michael's reputation. Fans who recalled Oprah's prior close relationship with Michael quickly and fiercely reacted negatively. Oprah justified her conduct, saying she was just trying to highlight more general concerns in the entertainment industry and shed light on methods of manipulation that abusers frequently employ. However, she didn't stop there. Oprah went one step further in 2012 when she had a widely reported interview with Paris, Michael Jackson's daughter, on her network. Although the interview was portrayed as a means of launching Paris Jackson's career, it sparked queries about whether Oprah was taking advantage of the bereaved daughter for personal benefit. A lot of people thought it was an attempt to boost ratings by taking advantage of Michael Jackson's family issues. Oprah was swiftly criticized by Michael Jackson fans for what they perceived to be a stark contradiction in her behavior. A letter pointing out the irony of the situation was circulated among them and was addressed to Oprah. The letter made clear that Oprah, who had been denouncing Michael Jackson for years and had even refrained from calling him a child abuser, was now using his kids to save her faltering network. The letter brought attention to Oprah's 1993 conversation with Michael Jackson, which helped her become well known throughout the world and attracted a lot of people to her show. However, supporters argued that Oprah had turned on Michael Jackson when the abuse charges appeared, serving as both a judge and a jury before the court case had started. The letter accused Oprah of hypocrisy, claiming that she had previously positioned herself as a defender of children, but was now exploiting Michael's grieving children for personal gain. Fans criticized Oprah for using the Jackson family tragedy to generate ratings, questioning her motives. Oprah's actions were criticized for being both shameful and hypocritical. She had previously utilized Michael's reputation to advance her career and later distanced herself from him when it was opportune. Fans expressed anger and disgust with Oprah's treatment of Michael Jackson's legacy, accusing her of exploiting a family's grief for ratings. Her actions prompted suspicions about her genuine motives, as she appeared to have turned a vulnerable moment into a public spectacle. Fans questioned Oprah's silence on Harvey Weinstein's victims, citing a double standard, given her previous outspokenness in other situations. Monique wrote an open letter to Oprah on social media, accusing her of treating people guilty of identical offenses differently based on race. Monique's letter highlighted Oprah's response to Weinstein allegations. She highlighted Oprah's interview on CBS Morning, when she said she always tried to see the rainbow in the clouds and find the silver lining in Weinstein's life. Oprah cautioned against focusing just on Weinstein, as it would miss the wider societal moment. Monique questioned Oprah's leniency towards Weinstein, given her previous criticism of others who faced similar charges of assault. Monique resumed her open letter, highlighting Oprah's hesitation to tackle Harvey Weinstein's charges, despite hosting the explosive Leaving Neverland program. The documentary featured two men who accused Michael Jackson of child abuse, which Monique believed was a stark contrast to Oprah's silence over Harvey Weinstein. Monique criticized Oprah for her role as an executive producer in a documentary about 20 women who accused Weinstein of similar crimes. This added to the controversy over Oprah's varied treatment of similar allegations based on race. Oprah's reaction to Monique's standing ovation at the Oscars was less than enthusiastic, especially given her involvement as executive producer of Precious. Oprah felt irritated as Monique enjoyed the audience's praise for her performance, a moment that may have obscured Oprah's contribution to the film. Monique chose to focus on her profession rather than the strain she experienced that night. Later that year, Oprah approached Monique with an unexpected request. Oprah Winfrey considered having Monique's brother, Gerald, appear on her show to publicly apologize and disclose his past behaviors that caused Monique severe trauma. Monique expressed her reluctance to have her brother participate in public discussions about her life. Oprah promised Monique that if she did not want him on the show, she would respect her decision. Despite this, Oprah went forward. Not only does Monique's brother appear, but so do her parents, who open up about her tragic history. The show ran without Monique's cooperation, exposing extremely sensitive family concerns to the world. Oprah's choice to broadcast sensitive information against Monique's desires caused tremendous reaction. It was a turning point in their relationship. Michael Jackson's family expressed disappointment, describing Oprah's interview with his accusers as a betrayal. They felt offended by Oprah's support for those accusing Jackson, which contradicted her previous support for him. Despite difficulties, Oprah has maintained her public image by leveraging her influence to deflect criticism and turn mistakes into accomplishments. However, with Iyanla Vanzant's recent revelations about their rocky relationship and increasing public scrutiny, some are beginning to question if this marks the beginning of the end for Oprah's carefully built character. Oprah Winfrey's high-profile founding of a girls' school in South Africa was praised for empowering young women through education and opportunities. However, unsettling occurrences gradually emerged, casting doubt on the Academy's objective. Since the school's establishment, various disturbing events have occurred, raising worries about the environment and students' well-being. A terrible discovery of a student's personal items occurred shortly after the Academy's opening in 2007. Additional issues arose, including the suspension of students for alleged wrongdoing. The problem worsened when an employee was accused with many counts of inappropriate behavior against pupils, leading to additional scrutiny of the Academy. At least 6 girls aged 13, 15 reported being targeted and mistreated by this employee, alarming both public and school officials. In response to the allegations, Oprah committed to conduct a thorough investigation and assure student safety. After an internal investigation, the employee was absolved of accusations, leading to rumors and complaints about the handling of the case. Some speculated that Oprah's influence had an impact on the probe, but no evidence was offered to back up these assertions. Oprah's South African girls' school has encountered persistent controversy since its debut, leaving a legacy of both doubts and acclaim. While first hailed as a sanctuary of opportunity with cutting-edge facilities and lavish amenities, unsettling instances have continued over time, causing major public concern. One of the most heartbreaking instances was the discovery of an unconscious newborn near the school. The incident sparked conjecture and suggestions that the Academy may be dealing with deeper concerns. Trevor Noah, a comedian, tackled the matter with his unique blend of humor and critique. He hilariously examined the exorbitant cost of the school's creation, $50 million, and compared its state-of-the-art equipment and opulent amenities with a lack of sufficient monitoring and staffing. Through humor, he pointed out that while the school possessed top-tier facilities, the recruitment of professors and personnel appeared less rigorous. His comments suggest a gap between the school's high aspirations and students' actual experiences. Disturbing allegations have circulated about the disappearance of some graduates, including claims of missing girls after graduation. The incidents at Oprah's South African girls' school have prompted heated debates over the years. The school's mission is undermined by unpleasant incidents, despite its well-intentioned educational possibilities. Many find it disconcerting, especially given Oprah's personal history of surviving abuse, which she has publicly shared. Some question how these difficulties can occur in an atmosphere designed to empower and safeguard young girls. Oprah's influence adds to the intricacy of this issue. Her great influence and the high-profile nature of her projects have made it difficult for the general public to get additional insights or answers, leading to unanswered questions. Unresolved events lead to continued suspicion, with many questioning how such incidents could occur under someone recognized for advocating social concerns.